That one's fine. That one's fine.
Is it fine?
You need a fucking history book to know what the fuck I'm saying. Come on. And like, there's no way I'm getting high and leaving that one in.
Yeah,
right.
Sorry, unless you're ultra mega platinum premium Patreon subscribers that pay a lot of money to know for sure that I'm
$30
racist.
to hear all the slurs.
Yeah. The moon cricket tier.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Oh, that's
Come
where
on
MC
now.
comes from, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Damn, that's crazy.
What do you think MC Hammer was?
Yeah. Damn, I love that he's alive and he got his money back.
No, can't say this.
All right, stop. You're going to get canceled. Hell yeah, dude. We're back.
Finnegan with the new haircut.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
man.
looks, guys, if you're only listening to the audio, you're going to want to go over to our YouTube page and find a hair-free dog. Well, not a hair-free, significantly less hair dog.
Yeah.
A summer cut just in time for fall.
Dude, when I walked in, he was putting on a show for me. He knows how handsome he looks right now.
He's so excited too.
He
He's
looks
got
like
good energy.
he looks like an evil emperor's dog now.
He does.
Yeah, like a Dr. Evil's dog. Like those evil people's dogs don't have a lot of hair usually.
Look, he even has a fucking boner. We can't show
He
that
does.
on YouTube.
You can see his pee-pee. Oh, my
How about
God.
that? Red Rocket, dude.
Oh, Red Rocket.
Now you know
Matt,
how
you want to
much
suck
he-
him off for the pod?
Not
No,
for the pod. No,
Patreon.
that's the Patreon.
Oh, the Patreon.
Patreon.
Oh, that's another tier.
yeah.
The bestiality tier.
Yeah.
The Patreon tier has everything: dog fights, bestiality.
Damn,
It's like
dude.
no matter what you feel about animals, we got you covered.
Yeah.
The highest tier of all is there's an animal and then we don't hurt it at all.
Yeah.
That's, you have
No.
to give us the most amount of
The
money.
highest
to see
tier is
that.
we find an animal who knows how to say racial slurs.
Ooh, okay.
So, folks, we do have a special event today. At the time of this recording,
Yes.
Matthew Marinade.
is acquitted of all charges. Matt,
That's
how
right,
do you feel?
Yes. I feel incredible.
That's awesome.
I mean, I haven't been able to speak publicly about it up until this point, and
Yeah.
now I just want to move on and get on with the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And I hope that the victims feel the same way.
Okay, all
the
17 of them?
the alleged victims.
The alleged victims.
Right.
Yeah, you will always remember this date moving forward because it's the day you got acquitted.
Right.
August 14th, we're recording this. 17th. August 17th.
August
I wasn't sure if you were doing a
could've
bit
just
by
looked on
some.
the,
I wasn't sure if you were saying the wrong date on purpose or not.
Yes, whenever I make a mistake, assume it's part of an elaborate bit that you don't
Yes.
yet understand.
Yes.
It's a bit so good,
Yeah.
you don't even understand it.
I just also imagine because when we post clips, like no one knows what the podcast is. So they just see us saying things. So every
Yep.
time we do make a bit, I'm like, what if somebody just doesn't know what this is? And they're like, what allegations were there against him?
I know. It's so cool. It's like, yeah, we got like, we never know what's going to really take off.
We got, I think last episode might have been the Patreon, I don't remember. I said that our highest rated episode was me singing Stacy's mom.
Yes.
It's about threatening a woman.
That was the clip that's gotten the most shares. The
Yes.
ones who shared, yes.
But now
Uh-oh.
We
it
got a
is
new one.
Joe doing his famous Michael Richards impression.
Yes.
That over 1,000 people have enjoyed.
Yes.
And a few dozen have not.
Oh, I haven't looked through the comments yet. Is it bad?
No, I'm exaggerating. So
Okay.
far, it's just one person with a confused face,
Okay.
which I can't even argue. Like, you should be confused watching us out of context.
Why did Michael Richards? Why didn't that bit crush?
Yeah.
it is confusing because like Richards smashed, dude. That bit fucking
Yeah.
crushed.
It's like, wait,
500 years ago. Can you imagine that? Hanging upside down with a fork up your ass?
Yeah.
I think he actually said 40 years ago, which is more jarring than like, I'm like, no, I don't think they.
In the 1960s, maybe.
yeah,
maybe, yeah.
I mean,
Maybe not in your
He's in-
whitewashed 1960s, Matt.
Well,
but
he's in Los Angeles saying this.
Yeah, I think he said 500 years or something like that.
Oh,
but,
okay,
But
maybe.
you could say 50. Like in the South, I think is as early as as recent as the 1950s.
really.
Yeah, like
What's the
Emmett Till and
point?
shit.
No
what's,
way.
What's the point
Yeah.
of the fork
Yeah,
in the
Joe.
ass?
And was that?
What's the point of the fork
I
in
think
the
to
ass?
also be like you're also gay.
You
Put a
fucking
spoon,
crushed it,
put a
dude.
spoon in the ass. Then a spoon is gayer than a fork.
Stick a fork in his ass. He's done.
That's what it is. Just stick a fork in him. They're racist, but they have good puns.
Yeah,
They
if
got-
we eat him too quickly, we'll get salmonella.
there you go.
Yeah, one prick instead of or four pricks instead of one.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Thank you.
Happy
2 years old.
birthday
to
my Mary. Happy motherfucking birthday, Maran.
This is the Black Happy Birthday song, right?
Yeah. Happy
started late, but that's how it goes.
Happy motherfucking birthday, you cracker ass cracker.
No, that
you white boy.
That was the quarter Japanese birthday song.
I know.
Quarter Japanese. I think I'm quarter Japanese. I really think so. How do you feel?
Not much different than yesterday.
Okay.
I am 32.
How does that feel?
You're in your mid-30s.
I don't think so.
Cut your life into pieces. You're in your mid-30s.
Matt, it's over.
Yeah.
Get real. It should be fun, dude. We're doing karaoke.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
The three of us are a couple of white girls.
Yes.
Anything you guys want to do? It's your birthday, Matt.
Yes. Do you really want to taste it by Wigwam?
Hell yeah, dude.
It isn't so, because when I started doing stand-up, I was like 21, so I was always one of the youngest ones. And when I started doing wrestling, I was 17, so I was always one of the youngest ones. And now I'm not old, but there's always like at least a generation younger than me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's called life, baby.
Yeah.
Soon.
It's an onward march. You got something funny, pretty boy?
You got something to contribute, Bobby?
What's so fucking funny? What do you think? This is some kind of comedy podcast?
You guys just like stare at me like, okay, your turn.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Nah, man, I'm not going to steal the light away from Matt Maran. It's his birthday, dude.
Yeah.
Is it a dog-friendly karaoke bar so Finnie can come?
I don't know.
He wants to sing Who Let the Dogs Out.
Yeah.
Who let the dogs out, Finn?
Wow, you can't come, Finn. You'll fuck it up.
It's okay.
Finn, who let the dogs out?
Little
Wow,
baby
he's
Finn.
he's really abiding by the laws of Omerta. he knows who let the dogs out, but he won't tell us.
Yeah. It is 32, I think, is a solid age because it's not like, oh my God, your life is over. You should have done so much by this point. But also, you could have done a lot.
Yeah.
So you don't feel like a failure yet. Because it's like, well, there's still like a long ways ahead.
Yeah.
I don't have a biological clock. So
No, thank God, dude. We're not. Yeah.
But there
if
is
you're a
also
woman, you'd be done now.
yeah, but there is also, if I was an NFL running back, I'd be nearing the end of my career.
Yeah.
But you're a comedian. You're in the prime of your life. Comedy.
Starting the beginning of your wife beating career, though.
I mean, a majority of art is art is like one of the few things you can pretty much do for the rest of your life.
Yeah, a lot of times comedians don't really hit until their mid to late 30s or even 40s.
Or even 50s or 60s
Yeah.
or 70s or
it's
80s.
never too late, Matt, is what we're trying to say.
Yes.
We still have time.
I hope.
Yeah. I think this karaoke night is going to be fun.
I think
hope
so.
Are there any fucking ladies coming?
There are some who said they are.
Ooh,
Which,
hey, ladies.
Always cut that number in half.
Yeah, it's interesting because normally in the past I'd done like Facebook event invite thing or just texted people directly, and but no one goes on Facebook invite stuff anymore.
No,
Yeah.
never.
And I'm like, I don't want to just text 100 people. I texted a few friends a few days ago, like, "Are you free Wednesday night?" And a few said yes, and I was like, "Fuck it!" And I just did the Instagram story, but made it close friends only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I saw that. I'm actually one of the close friends.
Yes.
Ooh, I am not. I just got tickets for Fight Club.
Oh.
He was like, "Hey, click here. It would really mean a lot." And it's like,
Yeah.
finalize your Fight Club purchase. I'm like, "Damn, all right."
Hey, Joe, if you come to the show, tickets are half off,
Yeah.
and you get one free drink.
Hey, you and Kelly can come by. You can sit in the front row. We promise
Yeah.
not to make fun of you. I'm like, "Thanks, Matt."
But
Okay.
now it's interesting where it's like, so I think it was like 200 to 300 people, something like that, have seen that I'm having a birthday party tonight. I have no idea how many of them are going to see that and then actually come.
Oh, my God.
So
You
it
did-
will
did
be
you
interesting.
specifically say, "Please RSVP and let me know that you're coming"?
No. Why would I do that?
Oh, good. You're just playing hard to get. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll be here. Maybe I won't.
No,
I
I'm
don't know.
saying I will be here 9 p.m. Come by.
Oh,
A
sick.
couple people responded saying I'll be there.
Ooh, like who?
Eli DeSabado's the most recent
Oh,
one, so
hell
that's
yeah,
the one in my
dude.
mind.
Eli, thank you for the recommendations on PlayStation.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Eli, help me out.
He
man.
had me on his Short King show.
Yeah.
Ooh, how was that? Tell us about
was-
the Short King show.
Well, it was a Short King show, but I'll tell you, all the acts stood tall.
I that's amazing. You're on the Short King show, yet you tower over me, a
Yeah.
person who is not booked on this show.
I don't
Really
know.
makes you think. You know what? Maybe that compliment about Eli was said a bit too prematurely.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, you'll be able to confront him in person tonight.
And maybe I will. Folks, to find out what happens with me and Eli, be sure to subscribe to the Locker Room Talk Patreon tier. Code word bloodlust. Get him,
You guys-
Finn. We're going to rip his throat out, Finn.
You guys sing one of those Broadway show tune songs where two people fight but make up by the end of it?
Maybe.
Anything's possible here in New
Yeah.
York City, baby.
Absolutely.
So have you had time to reflect on like the last year of your life and what it's meant to you?
Not really.
Yeah, what were some of the standout highlights of this year, not counting Locker Room Talk, which I think we can all say is a highlight.
It's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, it's the second best thing to ever happen to me.
Whoa.
This fucking crazy guy.
For those just listening, Finn knocked over all the recording.
Hey, look, we
equipment.
didn't miss a
lose
fucking
it.
beat
We're
though.
still going, dude.
That crazy motherfucker. Finn is officially banned from Locker Room Talk. How funny is that?
Sorry, Finn. You and every woman comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? And at least we know it can take a look at and keep on ticking.
Yeah. All right. Highlights of the last year. I
Finn
would
is
say
going fucking nuts. He is like a
new
super horny
haircut.
guy. All right, so you got a new haircut.
Yes. That was my highlight of the last year was Finnegan's new haircut.
How long have you had not long hair?
Since the surgery, right?
No, it was like the summer after the surgery. They shaved They told me they were going to cut my hair during the surgery, and then didn't. But they just shaved my neck,
Ooh.
and then
You had
that's
pigtails.
yes.
It was very upsetting.
They had to
Picture
give me
Matt in pigtails.
because they had to go in through the back of my head, so they had to separate my hair to go in. I was okay with them cutting my hair, but I guess last minute they decided we don't have to. And then I guess because I'd emotionally already in my head accepted the fact that my long hair was gone, the first summer where I was sweating again with long hair for the however many 8th or 9th time, I was like, fuck it, I'm getting rid of it.
Yeah.
So that was like 3 years ago, I think.
You've never had long hair since.
Nope. Ever since then, I've just I always was wearing hats even when I had long hair. Now, pretty much any relationship I've been in since, whatever the girl I'm dating wants, I do, because I don't care.
Ooh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Okay, whatever you want, but Matt just holding her purse, waiting outside the shoe store.
Well, that's what I should do, is I should act like I actually really care, and then say, you know what, for you, babe, I'll do this haircut, and then maybe here's something I want that you
Yeah.
can do for me, and use it as
butt
leverage.
stuff.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, if I was
Red
a
Pill
real...
Matt tells you how to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How to train
do
your
this,
bitch.
Yeah. I'll do this thing you want me to do under the stipulation that it probably means I won't get physically hurt. And then you do something I want you to do under that same stipulation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like the way I look in
Anal
the hat.
doesn't hurt.
I like the way I look in the hat more than pretty much any hairstyle that I've come up with, but I also don't know how to do any hairstyles.
Yeah, you look good in a hat. When I wear a hat, I kind of look like a sick boy. You know
No,
what I mean? Not
yeah.
that I don't look like a sick boy without a hat.
You
Or
look
like a pedophile trying to be like incognito.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
hi everybody.
Let me just escape through this crowd so I can go to international
I changed my
waters.
shirt, put on a hat.
No, he
and-
looks kind of like a goober with the forward hat. You look like you should be carrying like a giant lollipop with you.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I would love a lollipop right about now.
I would
Should
love
I
to lick
eat-
a lolly.
Should I eat a lollipop since it's Matt's birthday?
on camera, whatever you want to do, dude.
Okay. If you,
We're going to eat after this, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
What are we going to
Yeah.
eat? What do you want to eat, Matt? You can go
Um,
anywhere you want to go.
We can go. There's a bar not far from the karaoke bar. There's like a bar restaurant that's right around there. That's
Is it
pretty
called
good.
Applebee's Bar and Grill?
It is not.
Yeah, Matt's like, I know a little place.
I know a neighborhood grill. Do you like
Yeah.
eating good?
In the neighborhood. I know somewhere where when you're there, your family.
Okay.
Oh, that's so nice.
Honestly, biggest highlight of the last year is when when you just have a plan and it all comes to fruition.
Yeah.
And then when the Loud Boys self-destructed.
For reasons we still don't know.
Could be any amount of reasons.
It could be or it could not be their manager who was pulling the strings the entire time.
Oh,
It was
Matt.
me, Loud Boys.
Matt
It was me all along.
No,
Yeah.
seriously, rest in peace, Dalton.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that because it could, by the time this episode comes out, it could be true.
Yikes.
Ooh.
Well, end of an error.
Good thing we're all mentally healthy, huh?
I will say, this is the first birthday I didn't have, like, as cheesy as this sounds, the last, like, 2 of them, what post-brain surgery was, I was actually feeling, like, the corny, I'm grateful to be alive thing. Like, you
Nice.
actually do feel a little
Sure.
of that.
Why?
Because you almost died.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
I got a haircut.
Oh, wow.
and I almost didn't survive.
Just talk about a close shave.
there you go.
The idea that Joe doesn't listen when anyone talks ever.
Yeah.
And is like, wait, Matt, you almost died?
No, it's
What a
actually
compelling podcast.
it's even more psychotic because he brought up the brain surgery earlier and he just wants to say what happened even when he 3 minutes ago told everyone he knew exactly what it was.
Yeah, dude. Joe's the Joker.
Yeah.
I'm a goof, man. Hey, I'm just here to have a good time,
Yeah.
have a laugh. No one's going to get hurt.
He's here for a good time, not a long
Yeah.
time.
Uh-oh.
This is the first birthday it's feeling like I'm back to normal where I'm just kind of like I'm just living my life and
You
I'm
thinking
not
you're back?
I'm thinking I'm back.
Nice.
I'm not those first couple I was kind of like, hey, this one almost didn't happen.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
one also didn't almost happen,
Well-
but I'm not feeling that.
But like
part
you
of it.
realize like everyone moving forward could potentially not happen.
Yeah, and in general, I think I feel a little different overall post brain surgery versus pre brain surgery, where I do like the Alaska trip. I don't know if before brain surgery I go out of my way to try and enjoy that as much as post. Like, oh, I could die because of something out of my control.
Yeah.
Let me try and enjoy. If I went on an Alaskan cruise a few years ago, I might have been like, that's cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I think that's great though to feel that
Yeah.
way. That's a stoic teaching is that you should
Memento mori.
yeah.
Dude,
I
I
have
have
that-
Stoic too.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I've
Joe,
been-
are you stoic, Matt?
Yeah, I've just started like getting into reading like Marcus Aurelius stuff.
Hell yeah, dude. Damn, we're just three fucking stoics. You know
Yeah.
what? This podcast should take place 2,000 years ago. And we should all next fucking podcast we all meet in robes like
Yeah.
true stoics and we philosophize. And
Yeah.
instead of this fucking laptop, we're just gonna have scrolls. And
Yeah.
we're gonna like just keep writing stuff on the scrolls. as we
Completely
do this.
silent
Yeah.
podcast. It's just sounds of us scribbling.
Yes.
There was the last few nights I've been listening to Ryan Holiday. He's
Yeah.
the,
Yeah, dude, everyone. I pirate
yeah.
all those books because I'm
Yeah.
not going to give him. No, he feeds the industrial military complex. Sorry, bro. But also, Marcus Aurelius never planned to profit from his writing, so
That's
no one
true.
else should either.
But I've been like listening to the YouTube videos as I go to sleep, and as he's going through a lot of these things, I am having the thought like a lot of this stuff are things I started thinking about after having brain surgery. And I'm
After
like,
shrooms?
no, I never done shrooms. So
Still?
Joe
No.
lives in a world where everyone has done mushrooms. He's like, come on,
Yeah.
you turn 21, you take
Yeah.
mushrooms
You know,
with your parents,
that-
you see the eye of God.
yeah,
Yeah, you do that defining thing in your life.
yeah.
Well,
I did
it's
have
part of Joe's culture. He took off his clothes. He went into the desert.
Yeah.
3 days later, he came back completely sunburned, but he had seen the eyes of the eagle.
Yeah. Yeah, I did have the thought as I was like hearing a lot of these things. I'm like, sure, you could go and read all of Marcus Aurelius, or you could just have brain surgery and realize all this stuff on your own.
Yeah.
I mean, if Marcus Aurelius figured it out, we could probably figure it out.
Yeah.
I feel like we have all the basically us living in 2022 have access to the same kind of lifestyle that Marcus Aurelius did.
I mean, you say that, but how many like retards are running around?
And also not like
A lot? A lot? Are you kidding me?
We didn't-
How many retards are running around? Everyone in New York, dude, except me.
Yeah. We don't
Except
have
me.
Except, do you want to include anyone else in that?
No,
Except-
just me.
Oh, okay, there's not like two other guys. in it?
Just me, Bobby.
Okay. All right.
we don't have the power that Marcus Aurelius did though. Like we
Why
don't
not?
we can't like just declare someone dead and they're dead.
It's oppositional defiance disorder you have. That should
Oppositional
not have to
defiance
explain
disorder.
to you why we do not have the same power as Marcus Aurelius.
Who's to say that, though? Who's to really define that power? I can
is-
probably kill somebody.
You think
Locker
so?
room talk patrons. I command you. Kill for your master and God, Joe Gorman. Oh, man, I hope we really don't get in trouble for that one. Oh, boy. That is a gambit of a joke.
Yeah.
Right?
We're gonna feel so silly when we're on the defendant bench and they're playing this audio for the jury.
They're not- no, they're
we're all
not
just
play-
sitting there in suits, like
How cool would it be if like some top-ranking official in the government listened to this podcast
Well, I
and he
like-
said, "Yes,
yeah.
my master," and he fucking turns the keys and pushes the red button.
I like the idea of someone in court just reading the transcript, and then we say, "Well, you have to like see the context of the video," and they play it, and then we're like, "Actually, that's not much better. It is just him saying what you read." Actually,
I'm on the stand being like, well, So art is important.
All this to prove that we're more powerful than Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah. It is so wild. He's like the only like person who's throughout history you have the philosophers, the writers, the rulers, and they're all different people. He's the only one I could think of that is like all of them as the same guy.
How about a little homie called Jesus Christ?
What was he the king of?
Heaven.
Jews?
Yeah.
Oh, he was the king of the Jews.
The King of Kings,
the
dude.
King of Kings, yeah.
Come on, man. Read a book.
Yeah.
The book.
Man, the King of Kings. But how much power does the King of Kings really have? It's like, what is being a king like a franchise?
Yeah, dude, you could behead another king.
I think it was in
That's
Egypt
pretty cool.
where the different provinces, I don't know if they called them provinces, but different areas had kings, and there was one king who ruled all of them. There was the
One king to rule them all.
I think it was Egypt where the term king of kings first came from.
Was it the reality kings?
No, it was the original kings of comedy.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay.
One.
It was actually Jerry the King Lawler.
Okay.
Triple H is the king of kings.
That's true.
I wonder if that was Jerry the King Lawler retired, and then Triple H is like, "Fuck it, I'll be the king of kings."
Yeah, why not?
Or I wonder where that came from because they do the King of the Ring tournament. It just kind of feels like a big dick move.
Ask him. Triple H.
Yeah.
What's the story? Come on, locker room talk.
Do you think he'd come on the pod?
He better come on the podcast so Matt can come on your wife. You'd have sex with Stephanie McMahon. Come on.
Sure.
Hell
Isn't
yeah,
that
dude.
his daughter?
No, it's his wife.
Oh, Triple H's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got some big mommy milkers.
Yeah, she does.
And I hate to belabor the point, but what's real exciting about her is that she wears a suit and she's like all about business.
Power.
Yeah.
Very
What's the most
sexy.
powerful woman you've had sex with, Bobby?
Ooh.
No prostitutes. It has to be a
Okay,
regular woman.
that's pretty powerful.
Yeah, don't go back to that well of like, well, this prostitute I get it. You've had sex with every type of prostitute imaginable. The kind-hearted prostitute, the evil prostitute, the commanding prostitute, the
one-
prostitute with a heart of gold, the outlaw prostitute, fucking mommy prostitute, baby prostitute,
The one who
fucking-
can't see,
that
the one
last
who
one is
can't
not-
see, the one who can't hear, the one who
Right.
can't speak.
the Julia Roberts pretty woman. We get it, dude. Now let's say a normal person you met in the regular world outside of lechery, outside of a pre-Giuliani New York City. who is the most powerful woman you've romanced that you didn't have to say, the money's on the table, get the fuck out of here before I change my mind?
What am I changing my mind about?
About leaving her alive.
Oh, okay. All right. I see.
Didn't you tell me about when you killed that one prostitute?
Yeah, that was off. That was off.
Yeah,
mic.
that was. You were like, I was drunk, and that's when I really knew I had to get sober.
Yeah.
I'm at the AA meeting.
Yeah.
I'm like, and that's why I'm here. And
She was-
everyone's like, we're calling the police.
She was a child. I'm sorry.
Oh, she's a child, and I killed her,
Yeah.
and I was participating in prostitution.
Yeah.
That's a threefer, dude. Shit.
It's like a reverse taxi driver where you don't save the child prostitute.
But she
I
tried to
break into the building, and I'm like, where is she? And then I fuck her
Yeah.
too.
You're like, I'm a reverse taxi driver. So I'm like a morally balanced person who kills a child prostitute.
But you would
yeah.
never do something like smoke weed.
I wouldn't smoke weed.
You've
That's
never
illegal.
smoked weed in your life.
I have.
I know, but you're not going to do it anymore.
I'm not. No, I'm sorry, Joe. I think is.
I don't care.
a
It's more
little
weed for
bummed.
me.
I know. I think you're a little sad that we couldn't have met at a different time.
No, I think it's fine because then I feel like you would have been like, ugh, about it and not fucking chill.
The most.
I also feel like you would, like, if we were doing coke, you would do more coke.
Oh yeah, I would definitely have to be. I would treat Coke like a pizza pie. I'll be like, I could have a third one, right?
No,
not
it's
not
like we
everyone
just
here is gonna have a
have
third.
to evenly cut it. You have
Yeah.
to evenly cut it. And
Anyone gonna have the rest of this?
Yeah.
would you like to do cocaine tonight, Matthew? I'll
No,
call
I'm
my
good.
guy.
No, I'm
I'll
good.
say extra fentanyl, please, for the birthday boy.
You want to live to 33 because that's when Jesus
Yeah.
Christ and John Belushi died.
My fucking coke guy is like an old Italian guy, like a pizza shop. He's like cutting up the coke. He's like, "Hey, come on in, huh? You
Yeah.
want a little extra fentanyl? What are you doing with this guy, huh?" He's a fucking chopping it. He's tossing it in the air,
Yeah.
dude. I would fucking love that.
He's got pictures with the celebrities on the wall that he's sold to.
Yeah. It's like Tobey Maguire's like holding his, like a little fucking pack. He's smiling with it. That's all.
It's so funny. Every Italian pizza shop in New York City with pictures on the wall all has a picture of Bruno Sammartino, who
yeah, dude. Everyone they love pizza.
WWF wrestler from the 60s and 70s who sold at Madison Square Garden. I think it's either him or Billy Joel have the record as like most times sold out Madison Square Garden.
I'd say Billy
Okay.
Joel. I think that's like his whole thing.
I think he's got like over 200. Bruno was like 180 something. But yeah, Billy Joel
That sounds
broke
about right.
Bruno's record.
I think like Bruno had it for like a sporting event.
Yeah.
Until like they started saying wrestling was like, sports entertainment.
Yeah. But
Full
yeah,
on entertainment now. Is Sasha Banks back with the WWE?
I don't know. I think there's rumors she may go back now that
'Cause
Triple H is in charge.
She just posted on Instagram with
Yeah?
Sasha Banks WWE, but it still has her real name.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Damn.
But I did.
I wish you would get involved with Brazzers.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
There was a thing online of there was a Comic-Con event where Sasha Banks and Naomi were taking
Yeah.
pictures with fans, and every picture you kind of don't blame them for this because male wrestling fans are gross.
Yeah.
They're like 6
So
feet
far
away
away
from
from
them,
the guys, yeah.
and they're hugging the girls because at first I think some people were saying it was a COVID thing. I think it is just male wrestling fans are gross
I
thing.
bet they'd fucking touch me.
Yeah, you think
I'd be
so?
like, get over here, you black bitches. Fucking touch my body, dude. I'm paying you.
Well, I felt like when we were at the porn convention that a few years ago.
Yeah,
Matt and
I've
I-
been to that one.
Yeah, you've been.
I've been to
Exotica?
that one. I've been to Exotica. I did Scott. What's his face? He did that outdoor comedy, and I did it. Yeah.
Oh, Scott Holt.
Yeah. Scott Holt did his outdoor milk crate comedy
At
outside
Exotica?
Exotica, and I got to go in. I got to meet Evan Stone,
Nice.
and that was like the night after I had sex in real life. After like not having sex for like a year.
Nice.
So I was like, damn. I'm like all is right in the world.
Yeah, we were there with Comedy Fight Club. It was when we were on Gas Digital.
Who else was there?
It was me, Bobby, Chloe McGovern came with us, Chris Crespo.
Do you miss him as a friend? A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. Chris, come back, dude. Let's let bygones be bygones.
Right as Matt was like, "This is the first birthday where I feel normal again." Joe's
Yeah.
like, "I'll fix that."
Yeah.
Let me just. Chris, let it's his birthday. He needs a friend, not coworkers like me and Bobby.
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
You need
that's
someone he
true.
could actually talk to.
Yeah, yeah. Because like every
Somebody
time,
I could actually talk to until I have a medical emergency and they decide to stop talking to me.
Yep.
I mean, I would do that too, dude. I've done that before with friends that have had medical emergencies.
Yeah, like they're like, "Oh, I'm trans," and you're like, I actually have a show tonight."
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
medical emergency for you. I need to euthanize you.
Um,
Wouldn't that be crazy if I fucking killed my trans friend after I banged them?
That would be crazy.
yeah.
That would be. Yeah.
Help!
Joe, that would be crazy. Don't do it.
That's the title of my Netflix series. I can't believe I banged my trans friend and then killed them.
and then kill them is in parentheses.
Yeah, and then part 2 is and then killed them.
It's the 2 parts. Like you get a 2-part Netflix special, and then killed them
Yeah.
is you're kind of in a smaller club smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Being like,
I did it.
so what does it mean to quote kill a trans woman? Everyone's just like leaning on his every word. They're like, it's not punchline heavy, but it really makes you.
It hits.
I watched the on Netflix. There's a series Untold. They go like deep behind the story. I think most of them are like sports stories. But you guys remember the Manti Teo fake girlfriend story?
No,
No.
I don't know what this is.
It was a college football player who his grandma and his girlfriend died like on the same day, and then it turned out he was catfish, and the girl wasn't real the entire time, his girlfriend. And the whole season, there was a whole inspirational story that he was like dedicating the season to his dead girlfriend. And the whole thing was a catfish. He had never met her in person, but
This is a professional football player.
college football player at the time.
That's still wild.
He was, I mean, they go deep into the story. He's like 20 from a real Mormon religious Polynesian household.
Yikes.
Poor
He's in
guy.
college and some woman is messaging him and they played the voicemails and you hear it sounds like a woman. Turns out it was just some dude doing it the whole time. So
All right,
here's
this is right up Joe's alley.
I
can imagine
just wait. The documentary starts off with they're recapping the story. They're talking about how it was this guy Renaya who was the one that he masterminded the whole plan, and they're like teasing up like, will Renaya explain himself? We've never really heard Renaya's side of the story. And then you just see an empty chair in a room and a shadow of a person coming in sits down, a trans woman.
Oh wow!
And the director goes, Naya, are you ready? And it cuts to the opening of the like music, and I'm like, I fucking lost my mind.
Yeah.
It turns out, he was online being a woman because he was from a really strict religious household too. That was the only way he could like be a woman. And
Wait,
he was
the football player was a woman?
no some other random guy.
I would kill that fucking person.
Catfish the
I would
football
kill
player.
that fucking person.
If you
Stop
were
the
football
fucking
player.
podcast. I would kill that.
Turn it off. I got something to say.
Can we say something off the record?
Yeah.
I'd kill that person. I'd fucking murder that person.
Well, it's-
All right, well-
and no court would convict me.
Everyone, please listening, consider that portion off the record.
Right.
I
there you
handled
go.
Yeah, fucking perfect. Nice try trying to use that against me in a
Yeah.
court of law. Lauren, we're still on for lunch tomorrow. Lauren Michaels, of course.
Lord,
Oh, you're going to start working at SNL again?
He's like, I hope you take those trans freaks down a few pegs. I'm like, yes, sir, Mr. Michaels. I fucking crack
Yeah.
my knuckles, start writing a piece where fucking Pete Davidson murders a trans person.
Okay.
Is he still on the show?
I don't know.
I don't watch that fucking horse shit, dude. Who the fuck watches that shit anymore? Watching SNL. That's like, fuck it. Here's a late night. I'm gonna watch late night television. Nobody watches that shit anymore.
I haven't watched ever since you stopped writing for them.
Everyone's on Twitch now. I got a Twitch channel.
Yeah.
Called Will I Won't I?
Yeah.
And it's me in a room and I got a gun on the table, and it's like for 5 hours. It's like, is he gonna put the gun in his mouth and fucking leave this shit behind?
And they bet on the over-under?
Yeah, they bet $5. Like, hang in there, Joe. Life is beautiful. And like another person will bet 15 and be like, pull the trigger, faggot. You know. So it's like whoever
that
gives me
second
the most
person is
money.
you?
Yeah. We'll
Second
see,
person is Joe's friends and family.
Do it.
Joe, we just want you to follow your dreams, whatever those dreams might be.
Yeah.
If your dream is ending your life on this stream, then we want you to follow it, buddy.
Do you think I get in trouble on Twitch if I actually did that?
I mean, how would you... I mean...
Do you think there's any way you don't get in trouble if you do that?
I know one way out of that trouble, though.
Joe, yeah.
You'll never take me alive, Twitch. They'd let you kill yourself on YouTube for sure.
Aren't there people who... There was a guy, some type of athlete, I think, who shot himself in the head and survived the gunshot.
How
Really?
embarrassing.
Yeah.
What a fucking idiot,
Yeah,
dude.
just another thing you can't do
Yeah, fucking loser.
Yeah, and then he like gives speeches. I think he mostly seems pretty fine. He's got kind of a wonky eye, and that's about it.
I wouldn't do that. I would just I'd rather die than be ugly.
You know what... should we tell him?
Something funny, Matt?
I think that there's no worse life available than like, oh, I shot my chin off, and then like everybody's watching you, so you can't even try again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like if you're a friend or relative of someone that shot off half their face, you gotta find a way to put the gun back in their hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would just kill him myself. Whatever.
That's more jail time.
Nothing. Dude, we gotta fucking chill out on this shit.
I think they should do that when they
we
do...
need to fucking
Yeah.
chill out on murder in America.
Well, I think
like
when they-
at least like repercussions of it. Like how many? Like what does it solve? We send somebody to jail. Who cares?
I think they should do like
What if
assisted
they only wanted to kill
suicides
one
that way.
person?
Do you think everybody should get a freebie?
Everyone should be able to kill 5 people in their life.
5.
That's fair.
I think that's
That
how we
is
should do
excessive, I
assisted
think.
suicides. When somebody
Yeah.
wants to go, you like have somebody live out their fantasy of killing someone with that person.
Yeah, so
It's
ideally
like,
you
all
could
right,
kill.
all right,
Yeah.
some woman wants to die. She's very ill. She has cancer. It's like, all right, can you like?
She's super attractive. She gets a lot of volunteers.
Yeah, it's like, it's like I want you to like be
All
a
the
nagging,
beautiful women
yeah.
are getting volunteers left and
Yeah.
right.
I want you to be like a nagging wife for me right now, and I just snap and shoot you.
Damn. That could...
Some guy, I want you to like cut me off like we're in traffic, and you just
Yeah.
like cut me off. We start arguing, and then I kill you.
That is...
You just like make scenarios out of assisted suicides.
Dude, why are we sitting here recording a podcast when we could be on Shark Tank right now?
Hello, sharks.
Because that's gonna involve an app, right? An app to kind of like a swiping app, probably.
I thought it would just be like a punch card where, you know, like after you kill the person, the police show up and you hand them the card and they punch it. And they're like, okay, great. You can kill 4 more people after this.
Now, do midgets count as half a person?
Midgets don't count, dude. Come on.
Okay. Oh, so those are everybody's freebies.
Absolutely.
That's
why
like
not?
if you ask someone if they do drugs and they're like,
Wait,
no,
wait,
oh,
you
but I
wanna-
smoke weed.
I'm sorry, you want to open for Brad Williams someday?
Yeah.
Well, you fucking better. Brad Williams, let me fucking open for you.
Wait, what does an abortion?
Do you like Brad Williams?
Does an abortion count?
Nah, come on, dude. That's not fair. That's so stupid, dude. People should be able to fucking kill a baby without any repercussions if it's still in your stomach.
It doesn't even count on your punch card.
Like, who cares? Like, it's weird that people still have an opinion about that in 2022. It's weird. Can we admit that?
It is weird.
Like, we
Bobby,
shouldn't have to discuss
Isn't it
this.
weird, Bobby? Being a real fence sitter on whether or not abortion, having an opinion on abortion
Bobby
is
doesn't
weird.
actually have a fucking opinion.
He hasn't said whether
Answer
or
me,
not he
Bobby.
likes or doesn't like Brad Williams either.
Answer me, goddammit. You little worm. Whoa, what the fuck? Whoa, I can't handle this.
I think we lost Bobby.
Wow, he's gone.
I think only midgets should be aborted.
There we
Happy
go.
birthday, Matt.
Thank you.
What are you doing for your birthday?
We're all gonna get dinner and karaoke.
All right, where's karaoke?
I'm gonna laugh so hard if only the three of us are there.
That's absolutely on a Wednesday.
Yeah, and it's
Matt, are you
just-
sure you want to do this and not do it on a Friday or a weekend?
Well, this bar, I mean, on the weekend to do karaoke in New York,
Oh.
you got to get a private room. And it's just,
Private
it's
rooms are
crowded.
gay, dude.
It's also just crowded in general, so I'd rather, let's just hang out during the week where pretty much anyone who comes to town for my
Yeah.
birthday will be the only ones in the bar.
Oh, so we're not getting a room.
No.
Thank goodness.
Oh,
dude.
here's a fucking room where you have to watch me sing in front of just people I know. I need the anonymity of
Well, we did it a couple times, but I was blown away by how expensive it is.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
cost so
fuck
much
that.
money.
No, fuck that.
Yeah, you know what, Matt? Dude, Matt's a fucking Jew. We gotta.
do something cheap. Just go to a bar.
Yeah.
Go to a
He
karaoke
knows
bar.
He's got it all figured out. We have to trust him.
Go to a karaoke bar.
Like, you know how like trust women, trust Jews.
do you trust women?
Jewish women.
Hashtag believe all Jews
do you really
Believe all
trust
Jews.
when it comes to money.
You trust women?
Yeah, I think so. Just as long as they're not trying to do stand up.
I don't trust women.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Kelly about this.
Oh, come on. She knows.
I'm gonna. Damn. Where's Kelly? Is she still on
Don't worry
cheating
about
on
it.
Joe
Don't-
Island?
The fucking public's gonna turn on you for that one.
I think so. I think I went too far.
Watch out, dude.
Well, you know what? As long as I don't shit on Finnie, I think I'm
Fucking
okay.
people kill him. You know what to do. Fucking, I'm ordering yet another hit from the fucking locker room.
I gotta
talk
say,
fan
the
base.
first part I thought was good. Now that it's turned on me, I don't know how I feel about it.
Damn, dude. Eventually, like, I wipe out the entire world,
Hmm.
and then there's no one left to take a hit
You
out.
become too powerful.
Yeah.
And if you take a hit out on anybody and there's no one else to get, well, big titted women, I guess you save.
Yeah,
Right?
but then I get bored with them too.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder, like, being like a whatever century king, you know, in the long time ago.
Well, let's just say I'm more powerful than Marcus Aurelius,
Marcus.
which is the whole point of the whole reason I was hiring hits in the first place.
Marcus Aurelius could have been blown by chambermaids every day of the week.
He probably was. He just didn't talk about
Yeah,
it.
he just didn't write it.
Yeah, he just didn't like. We only know
It's
like.
gonna stay up here, Marcus. Let's
That's
not
actually,
document that
I
for
mean, if you
everybody.
think of it that way, so many of his meditations make a lot more sense.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that post-load clarity.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, damn, I guess it doesn't really matter what people think of me because I know I'm cool.
Yeah.
That's the dude that just got his fucking balls drained by a little
Right.
boy.
Yeah. Every obstacle is actually an opportunity, and
I
all
hate
those
that shit.
all those obstacles are chambermaids.
Marcus Aurelius, it's like, it sucks because that's great information, but the worst people in our society take that shit.
Yeah.
You know, like business executives.
Well, I mean, that's like literally every type philosophical type thing or whatever. If a bad person takes it, the like if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. It's like, yeah, that's good unless you're an actual psychopath.
That's Marilyn Monroe said that, and she
Yeah.
ended up dead. You want to do that? End up dead? Whereas Marcus
Marilyn
Aurelius,
Monroe, who was morbidly obese, is my understanding.
she was, wasn't she?
She wasn't.
severely overweight.
Yeah, she was a fucking fatty, dude. Get used to it.
That's the thing that like fat women post. They're like Marilyn Monroe was a size whatever.
Oh yeah.
but it's
and we
like,
killed her.
But yeah, but she was still like skinny even now.
Yeah.
She would be considered skinny.
Yeah,
It's
there's too
just
many
that-
fat chicks.
Yeah.
Well, there's some people who will call like any woman who's not a size 0 fat. There were people calling like Kate Upton fat.
Yeah, it's called calling a spade a spade.
Matt has now defended Kate Upton twice in this podcast.
Kate Upton's
Kate
fucking
Upton,
hot.
Do you
you're
think she's
fat,
listening?
and if you want to prove otherwise, come over here and fuck me, because only non-fat women fuck me. So if you fuck me, by that logic, you're not fat. So get over here, waddle on over here, Tubbs, and get your fucking on.
Joe,
Do you think this is gonna work?
I don't know if it's gonna work. Can we turn the AC back on?
No. Yeah. Okay.
It's ruining my
All
ability
right.
to riff.
Okay. All right. It's getting too much, folks. Sorry, the audio's all wrong.
Does it affect the audio?
No, it doesn't.
The riffs were getting too hot.
The riffs were getting too hot.
I thought. You know what? Let's get ice cream.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
I'm down.
Matt's birthday happens once a year?
Yeah.
Damn, my birthday's coming up in October. I'm gonna be 39. No, 38, but still. That
Now
sucks.
that is your mid-30s.
That is
Yes.
gay.
Yeah.
What an atrocious age to live to.
Yeah. Yeah, you thought you were going to be dead. You're doing the whole thing. You know, in like Office Space, where it was the guy decided he didn't want to have that job anymore, but
Yeah.
instead of quitting, he just kind of like phoned it in.
Yeah.
That's what you've been doing with your life.
Literally from age 27 onward. I thought I was gonna join the 27 club.
Yeah.
All the cool kids were doing it.
You're
Cut my life into pieces. I'm still fucking alive. 11 years later, I'm still fucking kicking around.
You're like using reverse psychology on your immune system, on your sinuses, on your ability to cross the street without looking.
like that scene in Species 2 where the guy blows his head off, but then it grows back.
Ooh. I'm not familiar with the Species franchise.
You gotta
Me
watch
neither.
it.
I never heard of that.
It's a sexual thriller.
a
Yeah.
sexual thriller, huh?
Natasha Henstridge plays a fucking alien that came to Earth in order to procreate
Okay.
and fuck.
Ooh.
You
Okay.
can see
That's
Natasha-
definitely written by an incel.
You can see
Yeah.
naked women, and it also has Michael Madsen in it.
I did rewatch The Sandlot after we
Thanks-
started
yeah,
watching
buddy,
it.
hell yeah.
Yeah. Sandlot's a great movie. Especially when that kid rapes the lifeguard.
It's awesome. He's like all men,
You know-
he pretends to be in danger, so a woman helps him. And he
Oh,
immediately
mouth
takes
to
advantage.
mouth?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then he's
Nice.
like,
Yeah,
suck
that's
my
essay.
dick. Yeah, he's like, suck
Yeah.
my dick, bitch.
Well,
and then
they-
like she smiled. It's like, oh, she liked it. Then
Yeah, it
so
is-
an
at the
entire
end-
generation of men were like, oh, they fucking like it.
Yeah.
Come here, you fucking love it.
At the end, they get married in the end.
Yeah.
When they talk about the futures of all of them, that kid ends up marrying
Your
her.
Honor, I would like to bring the jury's attention to Exhibit A. The
Wendy
Sandlot.
Peppercorn in
Yeah.
The Sandlot.
Damn, dude.
I wouldn't have been like, what was the what did the fat kid end up becoming as a serial
He's
killer?
a professional wrestler. The Great Hambino.
Aw.
And it's like one of the kids like, Martin, they eventually found the bodies of over 15 prostitutes in his Long Island apartment. He is still considered at large and incredibly dangerous.
Apparently-
if you have
yeah.
any information about this man or any of the missing children you've seen on this movie, please contact.
All the women are said to have been yelling, "You're killing me, Smalls."
Yes. We'd say Bobby is definitely Smalls in the
Oh, yeah.
movie.
The
Joe.
protagonist? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll
And then we
take
say-
it.
Joe is a combination of Ham and Squints, the kid who rapes the lifeguard.
A rapist and the fat one.
Yes.
Oh, so literally the Ron Jeremy yet
Yes.
again on the Sandlot. Damn,
Dude, it's crazy the amount of people that watch our clips and are like, "You're Ron Jeremy. That guy's
Yeah.
Ron Jeremy."
I know. It's like, damn. I wish there was a fat guy with a mustache who wasn't a porno rapist, like a noble guy. It's either that or Super Mario.
Buddha?
I'll take Super Mario. I do get compared to Buddha too. It's like, damn. I need to lose weight, but it's so easy to eat food
Yeah.
and not. It's like, I'm not doing this shit, dude.
Talking about philosophy, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. I
Yeah.
want to lose weight, but
Yeah.
it is so easy to eat food.
Yeah, it's like, come on. You expect me to do this every day for the rest of my fucking life? I don't think so,
Miss me
dude.
with that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hell
Who are
with it.
you in fucking that movie?
In Sandlot.
Yeah, the dog, the rabid dog.
Didn't Joe said I was Benny the Jet because I come over and bring Smalls along with
Yeah.
me.
Aw.
Because, like, yeah, what did Matt was like, hey, I got this little guy who wants to do a podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, look, I'm not doing a podcast anymore ever since my last podcast ended due to mysterious circumstances that we don't need to discuss anymore. Now that all my co-hosts are dead, I can never return to podcasting. And I was like, hey, take a chance. If anything, the internet will say he's gay and probably bully him relentlessly. And you fucking love that when that happens. I'm like, I do love it when that happens. I'm in.
Yeah.
Wow, the origin of locker room talk.
Yeah.
You guys thought you would never hear it, but here you are.
Yeah.
Three ordinary rapists were stuck in a mountainside when suddenly lightning struck. Yada yada.
Yeah, I also had I still have extra edibles from the vacation. So since I was going to be home that night after I watched The Sandlot, I was like, fuck it. I took an edible and I rewatched Gladiator.
That's fun. No wonder you were so pumped about it.
Marcus Aurelius. Oh, yeah.
I've never seen Gladiator.
Never seen Gladiator?
Yeah.
We got to watch it, dude.
We got to throw it on right now. What'd you watch on HBO?
I have the DVD.
Yowza.
I got Gladiator on DVD.
You may
God
have
damn.
remembered from our previous episode that Matt has DVDs of certain movies in case Mark Zuckerberg decides we can't have entertainment outside of the metaverse anymore.
Yes.
Do you think DVDs and VHS and Blu-rays are going to make a comeback?
Like how
Physical
people
media?
collect records?
I don't know about VHSs, but
Maybe Blu-ray?
maybe DVDs even. Because there were enough DVD players, and DVD players is like good quality.
I mean, you can still put a DVD player on like the PlayStation 5.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, there's still plenty of things that use CDs or DVDs. There's not. I don't know.
It's just computers usually don't come with DVD, CD drives anymore.
Yeah, VHSs just aren't very convenient either.
It's everything's streaming now.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Bobby? Why are you so sad?
I've just been thinking about all the birthdays,
That you didn't have a podcast?
that all the wasted birthdays.
Well, Bobby's birthday's only in a couple weeks, so we could all watch Gladiator together for Bobby's birthday.
What do you want to do for your birthday,
Matt's
Bobby?
favorite movie for Bobby's birthday.
Bobby, for your birthday, I'm going to give you my Gladiator DVD for 3 hours.
Okay.
We can all watch it together as a gift to you.
Can you just give me the DVD to Swordfish so I can watch that one scene over and over again until I blow my little load?
Why don't you just go to Mr. Skins? Watch it for free.
you mentioned that, Mr. Skins. I thought of Knocked Up when you said that.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole premise of Knocked Up, is that in order to show like what a scumbag fucking Seth Rogen's character was, they were like, this is what he does. And it's an actual fucking website that already exists.
Oh, yeah, and they were like, this is already a website. But he was like, yeah, but this has the exact moment. Well, remember when Judd Apatow used to make good movies?
Yeah, until he
Remember that
became
shit?
friends with the Parkland kids.
Did he? Is that what happened?
Dude, fucking, I hate Judd Apatow. So, Judd Apatow, if you're listening to this, I'm going to find out where you live, and I'm going to put on lipstick and kiss your doorway.
I feel
Judd
like
Apatow, you're on notice.
I feel like there's no way Carlin would have liked Judd Apatow.
No.
That guy's a queer.
Yeah. Well, and then also, fucking, he kind of weaseled his way into stand-up, which I hate.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, I'll be a TV writer, and then when stand-up starts to get a kind of like 80s-esque boom, he's like, actually, I'm a stand-up. Oh, and I'm mad at Louis for trying a joke because I'm friends with the Parkland kids. Fuck you, Judd Apatow.
Is he really friends with the Parkland
That's
kids?
what he said. He was like, oh, Louis shouldn't have done that joke about making light of the Marjorie Douglas shooting because I've talked to those kids and they're sad. I'm like, yeah, they're fucking sad, dude. When you make a joke about a fucking sad thing, there's people in the world that are sad by that thing. This doesn't mean you can't joke about anything, you fucking fickless little jizz collecting waste of hair collected at the bottom of a shower drain. I'm going to find you, Judd. What? Hey, Judd, are you hanging out with Todd and Tanner?
Yeah. Did he start off as a stand-up?
Actually, I think one of our patrons is named Tanner. Tanner, we love you.
Yeah.
We like Tanner S.
Yes. Did he start off as a stand-up and then got into writing and then used the fame from there to go back to doing stand-up?
No, he started as a TV writer and then
Okay.
pivoted to stand. What's your favorite Judd Apatow stand-up bit?
Yeah.
See?
It's like I would say the black people mall and the mall white people used to shop at.
Yeah.
My name is Judd.
My name is Judd.
You're just a fucking hater.
Judd Rock.
No, I do hate Judd Apatow.
Why?
I just explained why. He fucking shat on a comedian that was getting shat on by people that don't understand.
Who?
I do. Louis.
Oh, I can never tell when you're
Bobby
serious or
was
not.
so fucking mad.
No, I'm
Bobby's
just
so
confused.
serious.
I'm like, does he
No,
really
you're
not
You were
follow
like,
the thread?
what?
I do think there is something to comedians who don't stand by other comedians when it's clearly a situation that you could find yourself in.
Yeah.
I do think there is something of like the locker room of like in any field there's like a little bit of the only people who understand this is us.
Yeah.
So when outside people are going after you for something that we all understand and you side with the outside people,
Yeah.
there's kind of like fuck you.
Yeah. Well, like
Yeah.
if he was a non-comedy dude, or even just a TV writer that never tried stand-up, I'd be like, he's just a fucking normie. He doesn't get it.
Yeah.
But then when he's like, he went on Jim and Sam, and he's like, as a comedian, as someone that's been doing it for 8 months,
Yeah.
like fuck off, dude.
Yeah, Judd Apatow. That means if you try to come to Comedy Fight Club at Bowery Electric, you're gonna get in big trouble. All right,
We're gonna
Physical trouble.
re-up the knockout game
You better
that was
watch out.
prevalent in the early aughts in New York City.
Yeah, and black people love the knockout game, and guess what? Black people love Comedy Fight Club. There's always
They
black
really do.
people oohing and awing at Comedy Fight Club,
Yeah.
hooting and hollering,
Hooting and hollering.
swinging around, jumping up and down, slapping their knees, swinging from the rafters, dude. They love it.
Swinging from the rafters. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hanging from a tree with a fucking fork up their ass.
We should have Mike. We should try to get Michael Richards on. The
I bet
fucking
he'd do
podcast.
it. You're not gonna have any colors on that fucking podcast.
Main
are ya?
event of Comedy Fight Club: Michael Richards versus Judd Apatow.
Oh,
Nice,
perfect.
dude. For the king of New York, for to be forgiven.
Dude, I would much rather hang out with Michael Richards, who hasn't gotten mad at a heckler before.
Yeah,
We've all been there. We've all done it.
yeah.
It really is the extreme manifestation of like something that we have all done, which is like went too hard.
Say
at
the
somebody.
N-word.
Yeah.
You've said it.
Nope. Never have.
Oh, really?
Except if I'm listening to rap music. Yeah.
Bobby's
what can I say?
definitely-
I hate rap. That's a Nick Mullen joke.
I've heard. I've heard you say the N word.
When have I said it?
That time when it was like showtime on the subway and you were really
well, yeah.
upset.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't count, dude.
Right. Yeah.
That's like, you started waving your hands because you were submersed in water. It's
Yeah.
like, well, at a certain point, it's a fucking reflex.
Yeah. Well, you're into history, so you've like quoted some things. That is wild. YouTube channels will get demonetized
Yeah.
when they're making anti-racist arguments.
Uh-huh.
Like there's been things where history YouTube channels say, "Hey, people who say the Civil War wasn't about slavery, here's why it was," and they show a quote from a racist in the Confederacy.
What's the quote?
I love having slaves.
They'll be like, "Here's a
Love
quote
these
from
fucking slaves in the South.
Here's a quote from the vice president of the Confederacy, and it's him saying the N-word and a bunch of stuff, and it's like, that proves the Confederacy was racist, and they'll get demonetized because they
Yeah.
just said the word. I'm like, do you realize this is like actually educational and helping fight against racism?
Yeah.
Honestly, but good though.
Yeah, you can't say Voldemort, dude.
Because like
Bad
they're
word.
making our homies in the South look bad.
Yeah,
And
that's
what
That's really why they're getting demonetized.
Yeah.
I'll
Some
say-
good old
yeah.
boy behind the switchboard being like, well, he technically said the N-word. This
Yeah.
is inappropriate for children.
Yeah.
Can't let them say that. Got to protect our property.
Just some good old boys censoring YouTube vids. That's kind of a cool personality to be, like the South will rise again type guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have a big old fucking Confederate flag.
Right? It's like it's almost like a woman level of holding a. Oh my god. If you would like to show that,
Say
No,
the
I
South
would
will
not.
rise again. Oh, it's a Confederate flag.
what is that?
It's a Confederate flag belt buckle.
Do you wear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but it was like it was just like an inheritance. So it's like, this might be worth something.
Oh, okay.
Let's just throw that right up over there for the rest of the show. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, dude.
Talking about like
Actually,
YouTube will arbitrarily demonetize people for no reason, taking
Honestly-
things out of context. Anyway, here's the rebel flag.
Also, this is actually probably more offensive to have a New York Mets logo
Yeah.
facing that
Yeah,
way.
we hate
gotta-
the
gotta
fucking
turn
Mets
that
here,
around.
dude.
Actually, I'm a bit of a Metropolitan fanatic.
You don't like the Yankees?
I mean, I'm a Metropolitan fanatic. What can I say?
You got some. Shit
Oh,
on
I
your
wonder.
face.
I wonder how that happened. Oh, I wonder how I got dog hair on my lips.
What
Was it my
happened?
co-host waving a microphone in my face
There's some
filled
fucking-
with dog hair?
There's some cum on your fucking lip there, Bobby. What's going on
The
here?
cum was there before. I mean,
Yeah.
That's true.
what? It's Matt's birthday after all.
Happy birthday, Matt. Where do you want to go?
Yeah, where do you want to go, Matt?
We discussed where
Matt,
Applebee's?
where do you want to go? Jesus, answer the goddamn question. So this one's all over the place. isn't it?
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe the term is controversial.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single thing we've talked about for more than 4 minutes.
Honestly, good, dude. Who cares? Oh, this is going to be here's the theme of this podcast is fucking ancient Mesopotamia and its impact. It's like, who cares, dude? This isn't NPR, baby. This is commented jazz. We're going all over the
Yeah.
place. N-word. Rapist.
Marcus
Hunchback.
Aurelius.
Oh, we talked about Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah,
That's
we
a
actually-
smart thing that smart guys
Yeah,
talk
we're
about.
Stoics.
We
Yeah.
were actually talking about stoicism and stoics and shit for a while.
What was the thing about Ryan Holiday, that like Stoics author? You said he supports the military.
Yeah,
industrial-
he talks to he goes and gives speeches to the military. And,
Oh,
and shit.
okay, yeah.
So it's
well,
like-
he's like just spoken about stoicism to athletes, sports teams, and the military also.
All the most important shit is all free on YouTube.
Yeah.
all of his important things are you can watch and then.
I did read The Obstacle is the Way.
yeah.
Did you like it?
I really liked it.
Ooh, what'd you like about it?
Well, that self-helpy stuff is fun because if nothing else, it's like an easy read. You know what I mean? You can
Right.
just kind of shut your brain off and be like, "Well, actually, I'm doing something that's healthy."
you
know what
kind
I
of
mean?
feel good about yourself by reading it.
Yeah, you're like, I accomplished something just by changing my mind state.
By even considering the stuff.
You know
I'm
what helped
helping.
me a little bit besides stoicism is Sam Harris's concept of the illusion of free will.
Tell me about.
I
told me about this.
Yeah, once you accept or even entertain the idea that there is no free will, you can't really stay mad at somebody for very long. You know what I mean? Because you're like, nah.
The whole idea is that literally there is no free will. Everything that's going to happen is going to happen.
Yeah.
If you make different decisions, you would just never not going to make those decisions.
Yeah, you're a product of your biology and your sociology and your place. If somebody had your birth date and your parents and your life experiences, that person would be you doing the same things. that
No,
you're
they
doing.
wouldn't. They'd be doing something else. They'd probably be fucking killing people.
Okay.
Because that's what I want to do every waking minute. But I choose not to. But I know a lesser person. If they had even the slightest, a single grain of sand could have been slightly different on the beach of life we've walked, and they would be fucking murdering people. But I'm so heroic and stoic.
Yeah.
That I fight this beast within me.
The heroic stoic.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a great
You kinda
superhero name.
You kind of had a Don King thing going for a second.
Yeah.
The heroic stoic.
Don
That's
King,
me, baby.
You mean Muhammad Ali?
Well, Don King would.
I
do-
guess Don King did that.
Yeah,
a little
Don
bit
King
too.
would always build up his fucking
Yeah.
fighters. Come on, man. Read a book aside from Ryan Holiday.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on,
In
man.
America, he's known as Ryan Vacation.
Ooh, I love it.
Joe,
Do
we
you
could
read-
kiss a karaoke now.
Why?
I'm a single man.
Doesn't matter. No, I'm not. I'm with what's her face.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, ladies. I'm with what's her face now.
Yeah.
Hey, she's with me, whoever she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, ladies. I found a whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit.
That's a good candy bar.
I was R.I.P. They don't have it anymore.
Really?
I don't see it. Do
Fuck,
you?
Man. No, I can't. But you know me, dude. I'm only eating my sugar-free Quest bars.
Yeah.
I had 2 of those in preparation for recording. I don't think they worked. I feel kind of tired.
Yeah. Are you
I had
hungry?
a diet Dr Pepper to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm feeling
I think
a
you're
little
supposed
bit
to. You're only
pumped.
supposed to have one of those, Bobby.
They're like 190 calories.
So you can have 2.
It is kind of crazy. Like you said, that you had a diet soda to prepare.
Yeah.
I do have to. You wouldn't think it's hard to just talk for an hour, but it is like a little hard.
You're sweating.
Yeah, dude. I'm
you're
wearing.
twitching.
For those of just listening, I'm wearing a tank top. I
Yeah.
have a sweatband on my forehead.
Yeah. You also have to deal with Joe constantly saying "what" after every time you say something that's very obvious.
That's absolutely not true. You're just trying to have a laugh at my expense, and I'm not about it.
I will.
It is. You're almost preparing like a babysitter would be like.
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna be real wound up this afternoon.
Yeah. I will say, actually, I thought about this with the Confederate flag that I was kind of expecting Alaska to be super far right wing. 'Cause even upstate New York, you see Confederate flags.
Yeah.
And
Hell
stuff.
yeah, you do.
I didn't see any in Alaska.
Yeah.
But there was like one of the people who worked in the museum when I mentioned I was from New York, like, everyone's got the shot there, right?
Yeah.
So there was like a little of that where I'm like, what I liked a lot about it is that even if it's right wing, it's not necessarily so in your face. Where
Yeah.
like, I feel like in Texas, people have their guns because I'm a cowboy and I got guns and I'm from Texas. In Alaska, you have guns because a bear may walk into your backyard.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of, that's just the way of life and who they are.
Yeah.
But they're not the South will rise again. There's no Confederate flags. There's no like, look at us. This is what we are. They're just people living their life, which I did kind of enjoy.
Mhm. Yeah.
Did you enjoy that, Bobbert?
Matt's description of Alaska?
Yeah.
I did very much. I
Yeah.
love when Matt teaches me things.
Yeah.
Because he's like a man of the world, and he has stories,
Yeah.
and he's been places.
Mm.
And
I'm becoming a well-traveled man.
he's a well-traveled man, dude. How many people can you say have been to Canada?
Yeah.
I'm
I haven't been to a lot of countries yet.
Mhm.
We'll see. Next month I'm doing Birthright. So then
Are you
we'll see.
really?
Yeah.
Dude, he fucking sneaked in at the 11th hour.
I technically can do it until my 33rd birthday.
Okay.
So I could do it next year also.
Up until the age Jesus Christ died.
Mhm.
You can
Yeah.
do birthright.
That's why they do it.
I think
has
it
nothing
wa-
to do with the age in which you could join the IDF. Not at all.
Yeah. Well, I think it was up to 26 and now it's 32. Did they change that age also?
They keep sliding the age, yeah. Because I used to be like young.
Dude, those hot girls doing IDF videos.
Yeah.
For a while on TikTok.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Matt,
muy
don't
bien.
fall for it, Matt.
I will fall for
Matt
it.
comes back and he's like, Israel has a right to defend itself, and I have a right to bust a nut in a
No.
Israeli woman's pussy.
We are a free Palestine podcast. I love halal.
Yeah.
I've gone on record saying that. We're pro-Palestine.
I like Israeli women and Arab women because I like big titties and big noses.
All right, Arab women and Israeli women.
You're
you
on
come-
notice.
You come over here. Both races are forced to have sex with us. Whoever makes us come the hardest and the fullest.
Okay.
It's who we support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on. Email us at justsomlockerroomtalk@gmail.com with a picture of your naked body.
I recently Googled what race has the wettest pussy,
Yeah?
and apparently the consensus is Asian.
No.
Matt, is this true?
I don't believe so. I have to be very careful how I word this.
Why? 'Cause you also don't want to. Maybe you're just bad at turning Asian women on.
Yeah.
You have to be sensurer and take off her kimono
Yeah.
with ease to seduce to have a woman's pussy as wet as a shot of sake.
Sucky.
I don't
Sake
know.
to me, baby.
Are we a Free Palestine podcast
Yeah.
because all of our fans are called towel heads?
I think that's also a part of it. I love halal food, man.
Yeah.
Don't you love a little chicken and rice?
Chicken and rice is very, and for like $6, who
Yeah.
knows how they actually make that shit? That
Come
it's
on,
so
dude.
delicious
Yeah,
and
you
so
know, like
cheap.
Israelis would be like chicken and rice. All right, $18.
Mm.
Whereas our dear Palestinian friends are like, bro, it's on me. Have this in a vape pen.
Mhm. Do you ever hear the Osama Siddiqui bit? You know how to get? Oh, you don't like him?
Oh no, go ahead.
I think he's very funny.
No, he's great. Go ahead.
Yeah. We love Osama. Tell
yeah,
a joke.
he's great. Please, Bobby.
I don't want to do the. I don't wanna
Please
say
do the bit.
No, I don't want to. You
I
can't
want.
make me.
I want to hear it. I could use a good laugh right now.
Sorry.
After this hour of drivel, I could use a chuckle. So please do an Osama Siddiqui bit. Who is a comedian we all love here at Locker Room Talk.
Bobby Joe's just a big Heidi Klum fan.
Yeah.
You understand, right?
He was like, look, you fucking white bitch. I'm going to fucking knock those teeth down your fucking throat. You fucking don't laugh at me, baby girl. Come
What's
on.
the Heidi Klum thing? I feel like
He
I'm.
fucking
Osama-
threatened to rape her, dude.
Osama did America's Got Talent and did like a joke where he referenced Heidi Klum in the joke and she just wasn't having it at all.
Really?
Yeah, it was like his beatboxing joke where he's like, how the DJ could say the most degrading, awful thing about someone and you'd still dance if the beat is good. And he's like, so Heidi, obviously no one would ever call you a slut, but if someone called you a slut and then he starts beatboxing while saying slut, and it's joke's doing well, but her face is just like not having it.
Oh, yeah. Are you saying women can't take jokes, Matt? Jesus.
Yeah, dude.
This
women.
is a season for healing, and I'm here for it.
Oh yeah,
man.
episode
Jeez.
2, season 2 of Locker Room Talk.
Yeah.
Oh, this is exciting. Well, our Patreon episodes, are they?
I don't know. I'm just putting them up, dude. It doesn't fucking
At
matter.
1.5, 2.5.
Dude,
If
If
cares?
anyone who listens to the Patreons know, Joe does not put much thought into the.
All right, N-word gate part 2. Here we
I
go.
can't believe you said your son's full name on the podcast twice in a row.
Edward Gorman.
Edward Scissorhands.
N-word Scissorhands.
Yeah, either way, they're carrying blades.
Yeah.
Although black people don't carry switchblades. That's more of a Hispanic thing.
I believe
Yeah.
it's box cutters that they have where they go around slashing white women's faces.
Okay. I
That's,
saw that on Fox News as well.
Nah, it's part of like a fucking African American culture.
Uh-huh. Oh, if it's part of their culture. I don't want to be a cultural imperialist.
Right.
Take
last
this,
thing
you
I wanna
fucking
be.
white devil. I don't know.
First time I ever heard White Devil was in Ace Ventura.
Of course, dude. I couldn't help but notice you had a white devil in there. Could
Yeah.
you not call me that? And then it turned out that Jim Carrey was a real life white devil by 1, murdering his girlfriend, and 2, being anti-vax.
I saw a video of him today of him. I don't know when this was, but he was dancing. He was on stage with 50 Cent and
saw that.
having like the time of his life. And 50 Cent is like trying not to laugh hysterically
Yeah.
at just how ridiculous it is that Jim Carrey's on. And at one point he goes, "Jim Carrey, it's your birthday." And I'm like, hell yeah, I love that the internet exists. And I get
I
to
mean,
watch
that's
this.
funny. 50 Cent seems like a fucking chill guy.
He's the one that had the tweet about when you're an adult, no one asks you what your favorite dinosaur is. It's a stegosaurus. You don't care.
Yeah.
Just like one of my favorite tweets of
That's
all time.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a funny dude. He
Terrible,
also-
terrible first pitch thrower.
Yeah.
I was at that game.
You were.
Yeah, because he was doing a concert afterwards. I had a friend who I would go to Mets games with, and his friend had a suite. I'd never been in a suite before or since. But we watched the game, and then 50 Cent's doing a concert on the pitcher's mound after the game, which we knew going in. We'll watch the game, and then 50 Cent doing a concert. And then he threw out the first pitch. We're like, oh my God. It's the worst first pitch ever.
So I went to see Nas perform after a Met game.
Yeah.
And he did not throw out the first pitch. And I think I now know why.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was, shoot a basketball.
Okay.
Because that's what black people like.
Here to make the first dunk of the game.
Maybe if it was throwing out the first pitch, it's smoking a fat blunt. Maybe then they'd
Here did not
succeed.
pay his child support to take us off to get us ready for the baseball game.
Here to tell us the difference between black people and
Coming up to the mound, refusing to pull up his pants.
Well, we're waiting for him. He is a bit late, but he is coming to the mound.
Yeah, man, take that. Fucking come on, man. We're goofing around.
50 Cent had a very funny tweet. I think we should try to have him on Locker Room Talk.
Yeah.
This is a Locker Room Talk.
50 Cent, please come on Locker Room Talk. I mean it. Please.
G-unit. But he was getting like shit on by Perez Hilton.
yeah.
And Perez Hilton is gay, of course.
Yeah.
Gross.
And so 50 Cent just tweets him, "Listening to Perez Hilton's voice makes me want to shoot up a gay wedding." And I'm like, and everyone was so mad. I'm like, come on. Am I the only one that laughed when I read that?
Yeah.
That's such a funny, childish thing to say.
Yeah.
A gay
Shoot
guy
up a
says
gay
something
wet.
you don't
Damn,
like.
50 Cent rocks,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
And he fucked Chelsea Handler.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
I mean, were they dating or
Yeah.
is there a story or?
You never fucked an old ass white woman?
Well, no, he fucked
Not
her.
a prostitute, Bobby.
He fucked her a while ago. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
good now. Have you seen Chelsea lately?
How do you feel that she and Joe Coy broke up?
Oh, yeah.
Are you sad about that?
That was so sad.
Joe, let me be coy. Ooh.
There you go.
All right, that's the name of his next special. If he ever
Yeah.
answers my DMs.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I also watched back. I hadn't seen this in a while. Me and my roommate Mark Henley, may he live forever, watched back Dice Man Cometh.
Ooh.
Dude, you forget how silly Dice was, how absurd it all was. He's doing just jokes, but like they're regular misdirection jokes or regular setup punchline, but they're just in his character. So he's just like, this chick's sucking my dick. I'm like, hey, we're in a nice restaurant. It's like, oh, that's like every joke. It's a misdirection joke.
Yeah.
It's just a regular joke you would see, but it's him as Dice doing it.
Yeah. Hey, I saw a homeless guy on the street.
Yeah.
Said he hadn't had a bite in weeks. So I bit him. Oh!
Yeah, it's when you see it, it's like, oh, this.
Yeah.
He's also, because what we talked before, like every comic is like you got to kind of talk yourself down a little. Dice was just like, I'm the fucking man. I'm awesome.
Yeah.
He would make fun of himself a little bit here and there. But it's kind of crazy when you watch it back now. It's so obvious how silly and absurd it is. If anyone could have ever gotten mad at some of the stuff he was saying, it's so clearly jokes.
Yeah, he's clearly like he's a Jew.
Yeah, a Jewish.
And now look,
he's
and now
a Jewish.
That might have been the most hateful thing I've ever heard you say.
and now look at him. He looks like an old Jew.
Yeah, Dice is awesome. You should watch Dice Man Cometh. It's on YouTube in full. It's so funny.
Hickory dickory dock. I got half price off on this clock.
How many like comedy specials from 30 years ago can you watch and still laugh out loud at?
There's only one.
Dice Man Cometh.
Dave Attell.
David-
Skanks for the memories.
That's not 30 years old.
It almost is 1998.
Oh, yeah. I guess I was thinking from even... Wait, it was 98? Really? That far back? Because I love Skanks for the Memories.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah. But yeah, there's... Because even like some Carlin Pryor, Eddie Murphy stuff, some of it can be kind of dated just because it's not relevant anymore. Obviously, a lot of their stuff still holds up. I picked like 3 of the best ever. But for the most part, a lot of old comic stuff, it's tough to find stuff that still makes you laugh.
Like, look at some of the comedy albums that came out in like 2005 during like that alt comedy boom.
Yeah.
Like Comedy Death Ray and Invite Them Up.
Yeah.
Some of the Eugene Merman albums.
Yeah.
Some of the Mike Birbiglia after Two Drink Mike.
Yeah. Are those they still hold up? No.
A lot of them don't.
Yeah.
Some of them do. Two Drink Mike is pretty good, but after that, where he gets a little too introspective and NPR-y, it's not my cup of tea. I'm sure there's storytellers out there that love that shit.
I remember Mike Birbiglia. I saw a couple of bits from his like Comedy Central special recently that I still thought were pretty good.
I feel like it was that early 2000s kind of alty comedy where they didn't like it was like kind of alty, kind of it would still like be like, oh, we're white people, but we still say like Sarah Silverman, Jesus is magic. She dropped the N bomb multiple times in that one.
Well, that Comedy Bang Bang in the early 2010s, they were doing. I mean, there was characters, but they were still like saying all the awful stuff.
They were still like having. It was like funny.
Yeah.
And now it's everything's like a think piece.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. The only thing I can laugh at now is Hillary Clinton singing that Hallelujah song on SNL.
Oh,
It's the only thing I'll allow myself. As long as I'm a member of the resistance,
right?
I'm not going to laugh at anything else.
Isn't that crazy? Because like SNL is like the reason Donald Trump is president.
Yeah.
By and large. Like they should never have had him host if they actually wanted to make a difference. But they don't because it doesn't matter. They fired our best friend Shane Gillis.
Yeah. They fired you from their writing staff.
They fired me.
Well, no, you quit over Elon Musk.
I quit because it's like Elon Musk was going to be the host. And I said, a disabled person host SNL? I don't fucking think so.
Yeah.
A disabled African? Yucky.
That's kind of a oxymoron.
Yeah. I'm about to take a knee. I'm about to take a damn knee.
Yeah.
Over a toilet seat and throw up. I hate diversity. We're a white power podcast.
Jesus Christ.
Right? Aren't we?
Sure.
We're a white power, dude.
We use diversity to our advantage. Because how many white power podcasts... Your Honor, how many white power podcasts have a Jewish and Japanese member?
Yeah, that is true.
White the power.
White power.
We're goofing, dude. Come on, man. Just
messing.
support our Patreon, dude.
Yeah.
We want to quit our jobs and just go around doing comedy and goofing around.
I mean, I'm making $50 a month. I might quit. Yeah.
We're getting there.
How much money do I really need?
Yeah.
We're getting there.
I think
actually
so.
did the math. If our Patreon keeps growing at the rate it's growing, we can all quit our jobs by the time we're in our 80s.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
I'll take it too.
Yeah. You think I'll finally be able to pay off my student loans?
How much student loans do you have? Did they?
I just wanted to stick it to the man right there with that joke.
Did they forgive?
That's
student
like
loans?
my favorite joke. Like every old man comedian that like is like, I'm gonna try it in my 70s. Opens with, so I just finished paying off my student loans.
Yeah, dude, I can't get mad at those guys because it's
Yeah.
so cool. It really, unironically, is very cool that
Yes.
they're doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I remember one time I did a show and there was like this old man, and we had to wait for him to show up because he was like driven. Like his daughter or someone drove him from Rego Park.
Yeah.
Because he was just too old to like take the subway by himself. Even.
Yeah.
And the fucking writing was just so good.
Yeah.
Like it was like all these kind of like Brooklyn guys being like, yeah, so like there's 4 people here, which is actually below me.
Yeah.
So, and this guy gets up and just fucking like it's late night. Like he's on fucking Carson.
Yeah.
This guy was so old he didn't even know Carson was dead.
Yeah.
And he's just doing all these jokes and he fucking kills in front of like these 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
And he just like walks off the stage and and when he was on stage he made fun of me for being dirty, which I thought was very good.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh, here's my impression of that last comic. My penis. And everyone just like laughed very, very hard at my expense.
Nice,
But I'm
dude.
like, dude,
Did that hurt because your penis is never very, very hard?
That's oh man, this is just layered.
Yeah.
Unlike my penis, that's only one. It's only 1 inch, so it can't be. Damn, I kind of wish that instead of this like slightly below average penis that I have, I wish it was very, very tiny. Because then that's a woman's fetish. Like a woman has to have a micro penis fetish. There has to be a woman like that exists. Right?
Yeah, but they're not ones you want to fuck.
No one
know.
no one believes you feel this way.
No woman has a 5 1/4 fetish.
You're 5 1/4, rock hard.
That's me,
Let's
baby.
pull it out, baby. Give us.
Well, you're gonna have to toot on it a little bit.
Yeah, but also
to
way
get
more,
it at presentation value.
way more women will have sex with the 5 1/4 than that small percentage of ones who fetishize the 1 inch.
Yeah,
And
Bobby.
you know what? Now that I think more about Joe's idea of those women might not be desirable, the more it's starting to make sense. But you never
smart.
know, dude. There's a whole category on Pornhub of just like women being like holding up their pinkies and being like, "Your dick is small," and people, folks are coming to it.
Yeah, but there's way hotter chicks where they're like, "Look at your fucking big dick."
yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing more attractive than a woman being excited by a big dick, which I do have to get that experience from pornography
Really?
myself.
Have you ever had the experience of a woman crying, saying, "If this is the only way to pay for rent, just don't throw me and my children out"? You haven't lived.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck outta here,
You're right.
yeah.
I haven't experienced that.
You never saw landlord POV porn?
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm changing the fucking locks, get out of here.
Where it's not
Please.
even cute and fun.
Yeah. There must be some way. You know what I need.
There's the one where the guy's like, I caught you shoplifting and I'm going to tell your mom.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
already it's like, you're going to tell her mom. How old is this woman?
Oh, I like
And
the
then
one.
she's like
45-year-old
She's like
woman.
literally getting jizzed on while she's crying.
I like the
and
ones-
people, including
yeah.
me, are coming to this.
I like the ones when the mom is there too. And it's like, I'm gonna call the cops unless you both fuck me now.
Oh my god.
Ah.
I'm gonna fuck your mom in front of you, and then you're gonna blow me in front of your mom,
Matthew
or else I'm gonna call the
Marinade.
cops.
There is just something so incredibly hot about incest. What is that?
It's because it's forbidden.
forbidden,
But also
it's
it's
taboo.
because we've been pumping ourselves full of so much pornography over
Yeah.
decades and decades that we have to get more and more fetishized. It has to be to keep it taboo and keep it
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
And now now we have to have like really taboo, really naughty things. And what's more naughty than incest? And now that's becoming like so mainstream. It's like, fuck, dude.
Has someone
what's
done
left?
a Gladiator porn where Commodus actually fucks his sister?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure it's out there.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Maximus Erectus.
We'll pull some up after this
Okay.
podcast.
Yeah, how about instead of going out to a nice restaurant and then doing karaoke, because Matt is a teenage Korean girl, how about instead of that, we watch pornography. The three of us.
Yeah.
Like we did when we were teenagers.
We'll get
Yeah.
some Grubhub. We'll watch some pornography. We'll make a night
We'll
of
eat
it.
pizza. We'll drink as many Diet Cokes as
Start
we
getting
want.
texts from people, and I'm like,
got-
I didn't think anyone was going to show up. We just
Yeah.
stayed in.
I got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 on the
There you
PlayStation.
go.
We fire that up.
Sounds like we don't have to get on the New York City subway after all.
Nope, we did it. Folks, another victory for the working class. Again, please give us money on Patreon. We fucking need it. Also, Locker Room Talk live at the Tiny Cupboard.
Yes, Seltzer and Bitters comedy show. Kelly Taylor is hosting. The aforementioned, what's her name that Joe is dating?
My beautiful fiance, maybe wife by the time this airs.
Maybe.
But if you're watching this when it premieres on Sunday, it's this Wednesday at the Tiny Cupboard, 7 p.m. It's the last Wednesday of the month. Every month at the Tiny Cupboard. Please come. Please support. You can find us on Instagram. And if you come and support, Jesus Christ, you'll keep the gun out of my mouth. All right. Dark episode today, man.
Yes.
This is our darkest one. We're struggling. Visit betterhelp.com, code word locker room talk. And then use promo code pussy at checkout to get an anti-suicide pack for an extra 5% off. We really appreciate it. Give me some money so I can quit my job. I don't want to work at my job. I don't want to work. I want to say racism all day. All right, bye.
Racism.
Bye.